Your core energies today, Cancer, are action leads to success, metamorphosis, and face your fear. We're seeing the potential for a big transformation here, a transformation that can happen only by you taking action. And obviously by you doing something that right now feels very scary. It feels very unsettling, and not because of anything in particular other than the fact that you don't know how this could turn out in the near and distant future. There is a lot of unknown in this current situation, and it's hard to take that first step into the darkness because you don't know what you have right in front of you. You don't know if you're stepping down a staircase. You don't know if you're going up a hill. It's just everything, it's dark, and it's just scary to take that first step, not knowing if you're gonna survive it. Now, we have, as I was saying, action leads to success, prayer answered. There is something right here that you have been really hoping for, praying for, and wishing to manifest in your life. It could be something small, a message coming in, validation, a confirmation that things are moving along, that things are going to happen. Or it could be even something much bigger than that you have been working towards or just waited for a long time. Well, this is not the time to wait. This is not the time to just sit there and hope that things unfold around you. Not with this card. You take action. Even if it's small, even if it looks silly, you have to go for it. Even, again, I want to say it one more time, even if it feels like what you can do, it's so far away from the end goal, it does not matter at all, okay? Just go for it. Do something small, and you see how things are starting to fall into place actually pretty quickly. Underneath metamorphosis, we have perception. You might be thinking, nothing is changing here. This situation has been like this for so long. And to me, this is just a sign that nothing is gonna come in and that I'm wasting my time thinking and focusing on this. But again, since we have that perception card, you can see it also in the image, you might not be seeing things as they are. You might be seeing things as you are right now. And maybe right now you are fearful. You are feeling the limitation of time and of the events that have happened or have not happened around you. Nevertheless, metamorphosis is telling us that this change has already been initiated. And don't forget, as I usually say, the biggest change, the biggest transformations in life happen slowly. The ones that happen overnight, they often revert to their original state. So do not disregard how important small steps are, because over time, they bring in the biggest transformations, okay? Face your fear, attract through glow. So you are manifesting what you're thinking, you know? What you're glowing with, and obviously glow here is your thoughts, therefore your actions. It's exactly what you are bringing in. So instead of thinking of how things could go wrong, think about the way that things can actually turn out to be positive for you. When you are in that darkness that we were talking about earlier, glow in it. Make your own light. Find your way, because by doing so, you really have no limitation. And Cancer, you do have that transformation right here. We'll see what that's about, okay? Now, these are your core energies. Let's unpack them and let's see what this situation is all about. All right. Your main energy for the reading today is the Ace of Wands. And I can see here how passionate you feel about this. There is something that is burning inside of your head and inside of your heart as well, an inspiration. You see this, whatever this transformation, opportunity, person, connection is, as a new opportunity for growth. There's a lot of potential here that makes you excited. And I feel that the more excited you get, the more fearful you get as well, because you see all the ways that this could make you happy and all the ways that this could destroy you as well in case this turns out to not be what you want it to be, or in case this ends at some point. And again, perception, fear, does that mean that you should think that this will never end or never turn out to be something negative? No. Obviously, no one should expect everything to be perfect all the time, right? But from what I'm seeing so far, at least, all you should do is understanding that if something will turn out to be not positive, you are strong enough to work your way out of that situation and move on to better things. So trust yourself more and you'll see how the fears slowly disappear. Now, what we have underneath action is the Hangman and the Two of Pentacles. And right here, I see you just waiting and waiting and waiting for a sign, for something that tell you, you know what? Yes, take that step forward. Yes, go for this. Even though it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but that little light in the darkness, that little candle that tells you this way, yes, you're doing the right thing. But, sometimes when we are waiting for that confirmation, we end up really messing up the situation because we're waiting, we're not taking action, we're not doing anything. Therefore, whatever is going on the other side is getting farther and farther from us as well. Everything is in constant movement, even when it doesn't feel like so. And so what these cards are asking you to do is just take that leap of faith, And I saw it also underneath these two cards, quantum jump, which is really talking about taking a leap of faith, just going for it, not knowing what comes next. And Cancer, you don't have to do anything crazy, by the way. I'm not talking about taking a major life decision right here, making a major life decision. No. This is something small and something that will give you a feedback right after. See, you put it out there and it comes back to you. You will see how things move along. And don't be your enemy by saying, I put something out there, nothing has come in, because nothing might have come in yet. Don't make time your enemy. Otherwise, you'll never get out of this, okay? Just trust it. Do what you can do, even if it's small, and then wait for that feedback. You receive the feedback, and now take one more step. Do something else, and you will receive the feedback, okay? It's a building up. And it's building up to something that, to me, could actually be really beautiful. Obviously, later, we'll see what that's going to be for your future. Now, perception, the fears that we're talking about. We have the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Swords. Good news here is that with Swords energy, especially when it's only Swords energy, we have something that talks about perception, something that talks about how you feel inside, which might not be very much connected to the reality of things. As I said earlier, in fact, we often see things as we are. And so we reflect our fears, we reflect our thoughts onto events, people, and things around us. Just like light does, it reflects that. The light comes from the sun, it reflects on the object, and then it gets to us after that reflection. If there was no light, we would never see anything. And so see light as your thoughts right now, as your projection of things. And that's what you're getting back. And sometimes, I know it's hard to think that way, but sometimes what we're getting back, it's not what's really there. Okay? Now, the Nine of Swords is talking about anxiety, maybe some depression for some of you, just nightmares, feeling negative of it all. And don't forget that the way you see things is going to shape up things as well around you, the events. We have the negativity and we have the positivity here instead of with the King of Wands. So you do have the potential to just focus on what can be right and what can evolve to be positive in your life. I see it right here, but you're not trusting somebody. You're suspicious about something, or, you're even regretting having said something in the past and you saw how things turned out. And so right now you're thinking, I don't want to be open again. I don't want to say that again. I don't want to put myself in a vulnerable place. And so this is keeping you stuck in that hangman position. Now, what we see underneath Face Your Fears is, first of all, no surprise here, the King of Wands. And as I was anticipating, the King of Wands is all about positivity. It's all about being optimistic, taking control, seeing the big picture. And how do you do that? You have to have a clear vision of your goal and a clear vision of what you deserve, Cancer, because if you're starting to doubt that you even deserve all of this, then obviously it's not going to come to you. It's not going to manifest. What the King of Wands, especially right next to the Five of Swords, is asking you is to remain optimistic in the face of adversity. Okay? I'm optimistic about my future. Let's do this. Let's go for this. Oh yeah, that thing is not going very well or has not gone very well in the past. So what? I'm going to try again. I'm going to fix what I can fix. And eventually, you know what? It's going to work out because it is. Do I know that it is? No, but I believe that it will. Therefore, it is going to, if that makes sense. Okay. Also, what this combination is asking you is to think of time as something that can help you. There is no right time. There is only now. Just take control. Take control what you can control today. Make your step forward and you'll see how things will change. So your main message so far, Cancer, is you are clearly scared to say something, to send something, to do something. And you are in desperate need of that confirmation, that validation, that sign that tells you, yes, come here, go forward. Do not fear this. But your challenge right now is to do it without that confirmation. Wait for the feedback and then slowly keep moving forward. And things are going to change big time for you. That's absolutely clear right now, okay? Now, let's get to part 2 of the reading, where we're going to look at the evolution of the situation in the future. We're going to look into the energies on the other side of the situation. What's going on the other end that you might need to know about. Then we'll look into what's coming to you that you might not see coming, and messages from your future self. You can find the link for part 2 down below in the description box, okay? Also, if you need a personal reading with me, don't forget that every Monday morning and every Wednesday morning, I select people who have watched part 2 of the video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. You can find more details in the description below. Now, stay tuned for the upcoming preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to part 2 of the reading, Cancer. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Lovers. And you see how things are actually starting to change pretty quickly. It's funny because I see and I feel your frustration in terms of timing And now I see that just by doing the right thing and approaching the situation with the right attitude and mindset, how things are going to change very, very quickly. Because right now with the lovers, we do receive that confirmation. And it's not just a little candlelight in the darkness. This is a full sun in your environment, showing you everything around you, giving you all the confirmations you need, giving you love, gratification, balance, finally, open communication. That's the first thing that I see with this Lover's card. A conversation that is going to reveal things to you, conversation, communication, letter, whatever that's going to be, that it's going to reveal things to you that were already around you, but that you couldn't see because it was dark, because you couldn't see them in general, okay? So we'll see what that's going to be about. And let's start actually by looking into the energy on the other end of the spectrum, on the other end of the situation. Let's see what's going on there that you don't know about at this moment in time, okay? Then we'll look into the future. We'll look into messages from your future self and unexpected events. Are you serious? I mean, wow. Listen, there is definitely a distorted perception of what this situation is. And it's not coming just from you. Why do I say that? First of all, we see